Hello, South Africa. Join me this week in studio as I have a sit down with singer, songwriter, record producer, and musician Zuko SA. You do not want to miss that. Remember, be part of our hashtag trending on social media so that we know where you are watching from this week on hashtag trending. And we are back. Hopefully you have your popcorns and your cool drinks ready for you, because in studio joining me today is singer, songwriter, record producer, and award-winning Zuko SA. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, man.
Well, thank you so much for pulling through. Listen, I want us to get straight into it, right?
Sure.
From Edujwa to
Wena?
the stars. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's me. But you were born in the Eastern Cape and you went, international. You went and you did so many things musically, right? But I want to talk a little bit about your background, where you grew up.
Yeah. So, ndinguZuko Kupiso, waphaya eDutywa eNcingwane, ndikhulele eMthatha.
Yeah.
I've always loved music. I grew up in church. I was playing keyboard. So when I wanted to be, Justin Bieber very big at that time.
Yeah.
So I saw myself as that Justin Bieber. Yeah. So, but my parents were like, no, you are not going to do that. This is South Africa. You have to study.
Yeah.
And after grade 12,
Yeah.
then we can talk about this conversation. Yakuba Ofumba, a musician.
Yeah.
So after grade 12, I then asked for permission. They're like, okay, no, you need to first study.
Yeah.
About the type of career that you want. If I fundelwa, if I fundelwa, then fine. But then I carry later on. So I did sound engineering, and now I'm a qualified sound engineer, and that assisted me with my career right now, because I produce, I write, I mix and master my own music. So that was like the biggest. The other gift that my parents gave me, which is saying that I must wait for the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the Bieber flu when Justin Bieber was doing. I remember, so I totally understand. But out of interest, right? Sure. You come to your parents and you tell them this is what you want to do, and they are understanding, right? But also, I want to know, because you went straight into Afro soul. Yeah. Right?
True.
Wasn't there a conversation that was had with your parents to say, okay, which genre of music are you going to do?
They were gospel.
That's what I'm thinking.
Gospel. So if you talk about kwaito, a lot of things. So I had to first be patient with them and introduce it kancane. And then when money came in, they started being comfortable, knowing that no, our son is safe and career is survive, because I believe our parents want the best for us.
True.
They want to make sure that I win the decision because we won a TV. Yeah. So I appreciate them for that, and I thank God for them.
I love that, because also like in my mind I was thinking, well, the transition must have been a conversation first before you went into the type of music that you do, right? But for you, why did you personally now choose Afro soul?
I love music. I did not even choose Afro soul, but I think the people related with the song that I have, which is called Kawelam, right? So as they related this to that song, I then realized more people appreciate me when I'm singing about my life experiences compared to me singing about my love life. Yeah. So I now went with what the people want, and every experience that I get, I'm free to write Afro soul than it would be when I'm singing gospel or any lendoza, any genre.
Well, I mean, I love that, because then we are getting you in your authentic state.
Thank you.
You get what I'm saying? So thank you for that. That's a very good one, right?
Sure.
But also, I want to see, right, if mhlambi umama endlini ukhe wabuza kuthe ndingade kubhalwe ingoma ngam khona nje ndike ndibhalwe phayana. Have you ever thought of doing that though?
I have. On my new album, which is called Umkhonto, I've featured my dad and my mom on the second song. So there's a song called Andile. So they, utata and mama, they are praying. So basically, I was showing abantu uba xa ndisekhaya intoni yenzekayo. But we're a musical family, and we are a praying family.
Yeah.
So that prayer that you hear on that song on my album, it was a prayer that I just recorded secretively. Oh,
wow.
And then now they were surprised, but I went to city job So that's the interesting part about music. Any idea that is beautiful, you can just edit, and then the people will relate.
Oh man. so sweet, so amazing. But I want us to start it from the EP that you dropped, and then we move with it, right? Best in Me, 2021. How did that come about?
So I was I think Best in Me was a project that when he tested when I was doing sound engineering, because you must have a project about okay, how are you doing and stuff. Are you sound is clear enough? Are you mixing and mastering? Are you producing? So the EP was an exam trial. And then I took that song and then I released it officially because I felt like it was a good song.
It is.
And then it gave birth to other songs that came after it, until now I released the first album, which is called No One Is Safe.
Yeah.
And then which has Ukawelam. Now I've just released the album called Umkhonto. Yeah.
You know what they say?
Sure.
Ne? Because the EP opened everything that we're experiencing right now.
Yeah.
Mom and dad should have known, could have known. Because if you hadn't gone to school to go study sound engineering, maybe we wouldn't have had that EP that got us all the other songs going forward.
True.
So mom and dad knew. They knew what they knew. And I think mom and dad, thank you for that. Because, if it wasn't for you, we probably wouldn't be here. But now that opens you up to, now that side of the industry where now people are playing your songs everywhere, and people are listening to it and people are making videos on social media.
Yeah.
Where is your head around that time when you realize that Kawilam is big now?
Big, yeah. So I do feel like sometimes as musicians, we somehow need, let's say, professional not help or assistance in understanding, but from becoming a nobody, and then now becoming someone who's in the public eye, how do you then behave? And musically, how are you then positioning your quality? So even with fans, how do you react around fans? So I learned the hard way. Hence, after my fame, if I may put it like that, then I realized, I think now I'm a provider at home, and I've got everything covered. And then when money has something that makes you feel like you are powerful. And then when you're meeting people now, you shake them with the look. And I realize I'm slowly losing myself, right? My parents called me back and they set me down, they prayed for me. I think after that prayer, I then realized, no man, I need to find myself, I wrote a song featuring Vusinova, which is called Andile. So that song is actually detailing my position in life as a musician, right? Because I said there, imali ne fame in the bidile, so in every experience that I go through, I write about it.
We see it on the pen. Listen, there's so much that I want us to talk about because there's something that I want to ask you about that. But right now, we're going to take a net break. Please make sure that you come back after this. And we we are back. This is hashtag trending right here on Bumakapa TV. Thank you so much for chilling with us. Remember, hashtag trending all across social media so that we know where you are tuned in from. In studio, I still have Zuko with me. And Zuko, this is part of the show where, we'll just chill with some Bev.
With some?
Just to relax us.
Okay.
You understand?
Thank you.
And then, you know what they say? Usually when people have beverages in front of them.
Oh, no, this one is juice.
Yeah. Definitely not juice. They relax, and then you start finding out things about them because they are very relaxed.
Yes.
You understand? And this is why we play a little game.
Okay.
Right? And this game is Never Have I Ever. And if you have, you're going to take a sip.
Okay.
Right? And then if you're comfortable, then you can explain why you have.
Yo.
Ne?
Okay.
Ne? You ready?
I'm not ready.
Okay.
But let's go anyway.
The first one, never have I ever Googled myself.
So, yes or no?
Yeah.
I have.
Then you drink.
I'm drinking, ne?
Yeah, you drink. This one, never have I ever stalked an ex on social media.
I have.
Yeah, no, me too.
I wrote a song about her as well.
Because the different one ba so she am na
Exactly.
Understand? Never have I ever met someone from a dating site.
And they're not buying dating site.
Voila.
I'm not buying dating site.
Voila.
Dating food. Okay.
Guys, but gay dating site. Yeah. Now, because of this one is personally for you.
Sure.
Right? Because of your parents are, abefundisi and things like that.
Yeah.
We want to know, never have I ever told what you going to a church function, at a gig somewhere.
No.
So we've always been
I've always been honest, yeah.
I love this. Because I was thinking to myself, you know what? Maybe somehow, when you were starting and then they were like, but now I understand because they were very supportive from the beginning.
Yeah, I was blessed.
Yeah, but
I am blessed.
You are lucky. Because I know they're going to watch this show.
Yay.
Watch
out.
There's still so much for us to talk about, right? You also had a debut album that had 6 songs that were commissioned to play on Showmax, the series,
yes.
The Wife. How did that come about?
It's one of my highlights in my career because then I born back. I'm one of the few who has been blessed to have the album Yako Yonga, choose 6 songs and more, to be played on a big series in the country. So I'm grateful to the directors and I'm grateful to the people that have been supporting me since then because I think it has opened more doors for me. Yeah.
And I think what I love about that is not only is it validation to say, we see your work, we love your work, but also it is to say, your work is that good for it to be aired on all these platforms, which means, Nyani, you do put in the work in the writing, in all the skills that go into giving us good music, right? But now I want to know, right, for you, before we get to the current album, Umkondo, for you, in that moment when you found out, what was the first thing you did? You get the call and they tell you, okay, this is what's happening. These songs are going to be playing on, they are commissioned to play on the Wife.
Yeah.
Where were you when you get the call? What was happening? How did you feel?
Yeah, so most of the time I do not follow a lot of social media, because I'm always logged in a studio.
Yeah.
So I think when I got the call, I did not know who I was speaking to or how big the platform was.
Yeah.
But I was like, as long as it's an opportunity and it is paying, I'm available, do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Then my team handled that whole conversation, right? So I think I found out later on when the show was already now playing I think the second season. No. I think a few episodes were playing, and then I was tagged. That's when I saw it. I saw my name also trending there because people were searching and googling about who's this artist who's singing with the wife. So that was my first time trending ever on social media, and then I must say I've never been that happy when I see my name trending, and when I realize, but I'm actually part of the biggest show in the country. You know,
Oh yes, that must have been amazing. I can imagine the celebration that went on after that realization.
Nangoku, I'm still saying it's in my highlights. You know,
I totally understand. I totally understand. Now, moving right along, right? You won an award. SA Metro FM award for your song featuring Vusinova.
Yeah.
You're there. And then they say, and the winner is.
And you must remember I was competing with one of the greatest in the country.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
So, yeah.
And they mentioned your name in that moment.
Yeah.
Take us through that, the emotions of that moment.
I was nominated for Best Afro Soul, and I was competing with one of the greatest in the country. So, as people are voting, now I was using imali to vote. Nasekhaya ecaweni bevota ngendlela yabo. I think as time went, I was like, I'm just going to the event to just see the artists that are my favorites. And if I'm going to perform, I will perform. But I was not expecting to win that night, right? So when they called my name, I'm still sitting down because I heard Best Afro Soul. I was sitting down like this. So I'm waiting for them to call the artist that I had in my head, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting down. Then they say, Zuko SA. Yabo? I'm still sitting down like this. Hey, this category must pass. People are saying, yes, stage. No. Yes, stage. I thought they were pranking me. Stage. I think the moment they gave me the award and I was standing next to that mic, and I was like, okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Tata. Done. I'm like, no. So I really want.
So surreal.
I lost it. Yeah.
So surreal. What does that mean to you, having won that award? What does it mean to you? What does it do to you to say umculo wako has gotten you to the point of winning that award? What does it mean for you personally?
It meant to me I'm making a difference and touching people's lives. That's why they made sure that they vote as many times as they can to make sure that I get to the top. And right now, my appreciation to them was to give them an amazing album, according to me. And I'm happy that they also see it as an amazing body of work, my new album, which is called Umkhonto.
Which we are going to talk about. So do make sure that you don't go anywhere. I'm with Tata Manzi so that uzosela ungazinqanwa. See you after this. We are back. Still in studio is Zuko SA with us. Zuko,
yes,
your current album, Umkhonto, and I don't even want us to go, everywhere else.
Yeah,
crazy. Can we talk about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, here I go.
It's Lungu. Technology. Let's talk about that.
So Umkhonto album. So ma xawusempini. Abantu bakudala babesilwa ngezikhali xa bewelwa empini, and every soldier would use a favorite weapon yakhe ayaziyo uba izosebenza, right? So mna translated Umkhonto to prayer. Basically we sinqoba impi ezininzi through umthandazo. So the title Umkhonto, your album, it is prayer. It is the weapon which is called prayer. And then I've got one of my favorite songs on the album also titled Umkhonto. So if yabona pa ethi zonke izinto ezibekelwe mna nalapho igama lami libizwa khona ababhideke badane
Oh.
bahlazeke
Oh.
abazungula umphefumulo wami.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's the song that you would listen to anytime
Yeah.
when you're connecting to your spirituality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I love the fact that your music connects both you,
Yeah.
your journey, where you come from, and also who you believe in, which is God.
Yes.
And I think that is also the beauty, about it,
Yes.
right? But now I want to know, who did you work with on this album that for you feel like, you know what, I am so happy because I wanted this
Yeah.
person on this album.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, I worked with with everyone that I wanted to work with on this album.
win.
So I worked with Ukola from Nkabi Nation, and I worked with Vusinova, and I worked with Zitulele Lu, Avi Mac, Scandi Soul from KZN.
Yeah.
So and other producers who are local, because I love working with people that are not yet there in the music industry, because I feel like that's where the authenticity is at.
Yeah.
So my album, it is a mixture of myself in the production,
Yeah.
and the mixture of the other producers who are not yet known, but very, very, very talented.
And it's going to show. It's going to show.
Yes.
What would you like people to take away from this body of work? From all your projects that you've done, in this one, the album titled Umkhonto, what do you want people to get from it?
I just want people to know that in everything that you do, you please make prayer your foundation, right? In every idea, in every CV that you submit, make prayer your foundation, and then watch the results after that. Yeah.
Speaking of making prayer, and having prayer in everything that you do,
Yeah.
do you think maybe in somewhere in the near future, in the far future, you would ever do a gospel album maybe?
I would. Even if I'm working on a gospel album right now, try to release it. I would release it. It's just that I'm going with the flow right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm young, I'm fresh. There's love issues. there's forgiveness.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I need to write about, and that I'm still going through. So I allow myself to cry. I allow myself to be happy. I allow myself to have heartbreak, so that in that heartbreak or in whatever experience that I have, I can be able to write, and then the person at home can be able to benefit from me speaking about their problem through a song.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Because there is Siagoa. So I also feel like when you listen to a song, right? Because this is what happens when we listen to musicians, when we listen to recording artists and things like that. We feel like they are so far, but because of their music, we feel like they are very close.
Yes.
Because now we feel like, okay, no Zuko, Zuko go.
Yeah.
You understand? So I didn't date her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think also that relationship, and then it feels like I want to song a Glendo. Any upcoming stage performances that we can expect?
Yeah. So I've recently released a song with Nomfundo Mo, which is called Muntu Wami, and I've really recently released also. Younger Chief has also released a song featuring myself, which is called Ka Ukona. So those songs are one of the biggest priorities right now that I have. And I've got a song with Lucky's Mfowe that's coming soon. So he remixed our song with Vusinova and Kalibale.
Okay.
So it's very exciting to finally. I can't wait to hear the final work of the remix, because
Oh, we're gonna eat.
so basically we're tapping into the dancing market.
Yeah.
So with events, I'm preparing for Umkhonto tour in different provinces, but kesotala announce on social media when the dates are confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, Musi will be coming to be.
Yeah, I have
without,
to.
Without a
This
doubt.
is home.
Because Totoya.
Yeah.
Totoya if I was. Like, and I know my people, they're always ready to toy. I see you. Before I let you go, is there anything you would like to say to our viewers?
I want to say thank you to each and everyone who has been supporting Zuko SA, and everyone who's still sharing my songs to their friends and family, because and Nguzuko SA because of you guys. And my music is successful because you are supporting it. So when I say max respect to each and everyone who's supporting Zuko SA.
Oh man, from the man himself, what more can I say? I think what I'm going to say is all the best for the future, and I cannot wait to experience the stages with you, because from now on, I follow Wisha everywhere you go. Silapa. Zuko, thank you so much for pulling through the show, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man.
God bless you.
Thank you.
I promised you a good show, and a good show that was. But do make sure that you do follow us on social media, and follow Zuko on social media. Where can they find you on social media before I let you go?
Zuko SA everywhere. Zuko SA everywhere.
Stunning. Listen, right now though, as we close the show, we're going to close it with one of his songs. So do make sure that you don't go anywhere. Until next week, same time, same place. Good night, God bless, and goodbye.
Thank you.
I ready to sing along. Sing. Everybody say. You say. Say. Everybody.